you talk a little bit about offshore drilling?
One of the exciting opportunities is we're finally getting a number of people throughout the country, and especially in Congress, to recognize there are resources off our east and west coast that have been off limits. And the irony of the whole situation is, especially the people from Los Angeles or Seattle, Boston and Washington, D.C., from the major metropolitan areas that have inner-city poor, they've been unwilling to be a part of the solution. But then ultimately, when the price of home heating gas or cooling natural gas has gone up and their poor have been unable to pay for it, they're the first ones that come to Congress with their hand out for low-income energy assistance. And so they're not part of the solution of allowing us an opportunity to explore for additional resources, but they're certainly willing to tax the taxpayers in places like Montana who have been willing to step forward as part of the solution and ask our taxpayers to pay for their lack of foresight when their people, and ours as well, cannot afford the high price of natural gas or the high price of gasoline. They're willing to step out and ask the taxpayers to pick up the difference. And so we've finally gotten a number of people within Congress to be willing to begin the conversation of allowing an opportunity to explore offshore. One of the things they talk about in their opposition is the environmental problems that occur with a spill. I might point out that during the entire Hurricane Katrina, there was not one bit of spillage on the offshore drilling rigs. Now, they took the workers off the rigs, but they're so stable, they're all computer controlled, and so the pipeline shut down. There's no opportunity. There's more petroleum leaking naturally out of the earth than could ever leak out of any of the offshore platforms. The other thing that we talk about is the fact that the curvature of the earth is 10 miles. So when they talk about a visual pollution off of Florida or off of Southern California, the legislation that we have introduced has suggested that all of the exploration has to be beyond the curvature. There's no possible way you can see it even with a telescope from the shore. And so we've ameliorated all of their arguments. We've talked about the environmental protections that exist. We continually talk about the need for additional exploration to try and bring the price down. That isn't the only part of the solution. We're still very actively involved and interested in wind and solar and geothermal and biomass, conservation, cellulosic ethanol. But offshore drilling, offshore exploration is just one part of a comprehensive plan that I'm working on in Congress.